Hello everyone, Chocolo here for another video review. This time we have the Milka Almond Crispy Creme, and it's new. Yeah, a bit of a new one, this one, as you can see. So basically I've just reviewed quite a few Milka bars, and so I thought, I'd just snip in and see if there's any new ones. And I did see rumours of this one online, I think, on Instagram, things like this, so I thought I'd see if I could find it, and here we go, I found it, so that's good. In Home Bargains of all places, so mind you, they sell loads of Milkas normally, so I'm not surprised, I guess. Yeah, so as I say, I've done about, well over 600 reviews now, I think, actually. So in this corner up here, at some point there'll be a link, like a little eye symbol will come across, and there'll be a link to a playlist of all my videos. So if you enjoyed this one, please subscribe, and obviously click on that and view the other videos as well. I put a Milka one up there, I think, towards the end as well, so you might be able to see that already. So I think they come on at a certain point, but they're throughout the whole video, if you know what I mean, and just the reminders just appear at a certain point in time. Anyway, back to this one. So now an interesting one. Now the first thing I noticed when I picked it up was it felt different. Now I thought it was wider at first, and it's not. But it is lighter. It's only 90 grams, this one, whereas normally, you can see there, 90 grams. Normally Milkas are generally 100 grams. Now they're not always 100 grams actually, because some of them, here's one here, the Milka Dime actually, that I've still got to 100 grams. Usually they are 100 grams. There we go, 100 grams. But not always. Now there are some exceptions, as I say. The ones you probably would expect, so these odd shaped ones. Like I've got this Milka Bubbly here. And that's 95 grams. Where does it say? There. Yeah, so 95 grams. I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. Yeah, so it did, but it felt different. You know what I mean? It felt different, and it's a regular shape. It's not a different shape. It's not a funny shape or anything like that. And I realised the middle of it might be fluffy and light, so you could give them that, but it just felt different. I don't know why. As I say, I thought it was wider at first, and it's not. And I think it's actually, I don't know if it's thinner. I don't know. Look, here's a sandwich between two other Milka bars, 100 gram bars, and I feel like it's thinner. I don't know if you can see. It's the middle one in this case. So it's the Alpine one's in the almond milk is in the almond cream, whatever it's called. I can't think of the name. Is in the middle. And I don't know. It just felt like it was thinner for some reason. I don't know. Oh, look, so I can. So it's the middle one in this case, as I say. I don't know. So I do measure them. So this is why I measure them, for this kind of purpose. So it'll be good to see. But it does. I don't know. It just looks a bit thinner. I don't know. It looks a bit thinner to me, but it could just be a trick of the light. But it does look a bit thinner. So we'll see when we open it. Yeah. So that's a bit dodgy. So I mean, obviously, if it is lighter and it's the same size, but it's just lighter because the filling's lighter, then fair enough. You can't really complain about that. But if it's actually thinner, yeah, that's a bit dodgy, isn't it? So we'll look into that. It's only probably going to be a millimetre or something, but I mean, I'll try measuring it just outside of the wrapper. I think that's not really worth doing though. But yeah, they're at 0.9. This dime one. Yeah, this one's about 0.7. 0.8, sorry, 0.8. Yeah, so it is thinner. It is. Let's just double check. So the Happy Cow one. Milka Happy Cow. Yeah, 0.9 centimetres. Let's just double check the almond cream. Yeah, 0.8. It's a millimetre thinner. Of course, there's wrappers involved there and stuff like that, but yeah, just for now, it is thinner. It's thinner, and since it's 10 grams lighter, I can't. There's no justification for that, is there? You know what I mean? So that's really dodgy. That. So we found a problem already. Yeah, so I'm not impressed with that at all, actually. Yeah. So there you go. So it's these kind of tricks that they get away with sometimes. Sometimes on the limited editions or something like that, make them a bit the waste less, things like this. I'm not saying Milka, but just companies in general. You've got to be have an eye out for these kind of things. So there we go. But other than that, so bad start. So hopefully it'll get better, but you never know. Yeah, so it looks quite nice, doesn't it? I mean, it's got the typical Milka affair going on. It actually tells you what's in it this time, which is quite good. Unlike the Milka Noisette, which just had sort of, I don't know, like a ball of chocolate, which doesn't, no hazelnut or anything, indicating what noisette actually was. So this one you've got at least an almond, although it goes without saying because it's called Almond Crispy Creme. But there we go. We can probably expect something relatively similar to what's in a Kinder Bueno, I think, in the middle of this. So I think that's going to be this bit. But it does have chopped almonds in there, it seems. What does it say? Got a few different languages here. In one of the Milka bars, for some reason, it grouped Malta and Iceland in the English description. I don't know why that was. So this one just says GB. So Alpine milk chocolate with almond cream filling, 39%, and salted caramelised almond pieces, 5%. Well, that sounds interesting. Salted caramelised. So that sounds a bit of an interesting one. It doesn't hint that the salted almonds, does it? So, interesting. Yeah. Better picture. So I'm quite excited for this one. Yeah, I'm quite excited. But as I say, a bit miffed that they've reduced the size, and it's not just the weight, I say, because it's creamy in the middle. They've actually made it thinner, and they might be trying to trick you there, and they're making, oh yeah, because it's fluffy centre, it's just going to weigh less. But they've actually, it's physically smaller, which I think is a bit rubbish. Okay, so what else? Anything else interesting to say? Cocoa Life, it's got all that going on. It's got a QR code here. 18 grams is 3 segments. It's got a QR code. Want to scan that? Feel free. It's got a barcode on there as well, which I was mentioning last time. It's on one of these bars, so yeah, strange. It's also got a barcode on the back as well, so I don't know what the difference between those barcodes is. So calorie wise, so 90 gram bars we say. 18 grams is 3. It's 3 chunks, and it's a 5 by 3 bar as well, rather than a 6 by. Is it 6 by? I don't know what they usually are actually. I feel like the 6 by. Yeah, 6 by 3 normal. This is a 5 by 3 as well, so it's the chunks. So there's less chunks as well, which is odd. Yeah, so per 100 grams, which isn't the whole bar in this case, it's 10% more. It's 568 calories, 37 grams of fat, 90 which are saturates. Per 18 grams, which is 3 chunks, 85 calories, 5.5 grams of fat, 2.8 of which are saturates. So on the Happy Cow, for instance, per 3 chunks was 20 grams as opposed to 18. It does say it's a 5 by 3 bar. Yeah, okay, so it's not lost chunks. I do think it's a bit strange because it is the same size roughly. It's just the height that's different. Yeah, so it is the same. So my mistake. But yeah, 18 grams rather as opposed to 20 is 3 chunks. As I say, you could perhaps understand that. But the calories counts a lot less. 105 calories in the Happy Cow to 85 in this one. So yeah, it does suggest. I mean, well, there's different fillings. It's all this time the other. Yeah, I guess the Dime one's only 88 calories as well. So okay, I'll ignore that. So there we go. All right. Well, I think we should get into the bottom of this and give it an open, give it a proper measure. So let's do it. Let's give it an open. Right, okay, once again, give this an open then. So hopefully I'm censored. Apologies if I'm not. I'm just going to measure the flourishes. I don't think this has changed on this one. If you've not watched the first part, basically this is a millimetre shorter than the regular Milka bars. It's 18.5 centimetres wide. Yeah, so with the flourishes. That's with the wrapper, of course, so we'll check it. But yeah, well, I'll do it now just in case you didn't watch the first part. So you can see here, just going to measure it now. Obviously, you just have to take my word for it, I guess. But let's see, a second. Yeah, so it's about 0.8 centimetres. Yeah. I thought I was measuring 0.9 for a minute. I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, it's about 0.8 centimetres. Whereas this one here is 0.9. Although I'm doubting myself now, actually. I've said all that before, and I'm doubting myself now. It seems to be fluctuating depending on where I measure it from. So I don't know. Maybe they are roughly the same size then. Yeah, it does seem to be actually more. I don't know. Okay, maybe it isn't a problem then. Maybe I've just been the way I measured it earlier on then. Okay, well, we'll see. Right, let's give it an open then. Let's do it. Just got the flow wrapper type of affair going on there. So we said 18.5 centimetres, didn't we? It's a bit warm today, unfortunately, so it might be susceptible to meltage today, which is a shame. It's a pain, but I can't do much about it. Okay. Yeah, it's about 15.5 now, so we've lost about 15.6 maybe, so we've lost about so we've lost about 2.9 centimetres, haven't we, I think. That's what the width they were. Yeah, so it's about 2.9 centimetres there. Is that right? 2.9? 18.5, and now it's 15.6, yeah. So yeah, that free. So yeah, it's not great, of course, but usually I think the average is probably around a fifth of the bar, and that's probably what that is. So there we go. Okay, so we have to be careful here. Just do this, do the width measurement as well. Yeah, it's about 7.5 wide, and height. This is one I'll probably do a caption to say this isn't the difference if there is one. But it's, you know, it's hard because it might be quite a small difference, but yeah, measuring here about 0.6 wide, maybe 0.7, 0.65 maybe. Okay, so it's bending a bit really. I don't know if you can see it's like curved. You can see there, it's kind of curved a bit. So yeah, it's going to be a bit melty this, so I'm going to have to be careful. Yeah, so you can see there. Nice Milka chunks actually. Looks very nice. It's a nice smell to it. As I say, it's bending now. It's a very soft bar. You can see it's bending slightly. I mean, I don't know, you have to be careful here, but you might snap. But yeah, so I'm just holding it gently because it's going to melt all over my hands otherwise. There you go, it's a 5 by 3 bar. All the typical Milka chunks. Looks very nice. Give a bit of a snappage. There you go, yeah, so there we go. So, very nice and creamy on the inside, I think you'd say. Yeah, it's got a nice smell. I don't think it smells too bueno-y type. No, it's a sort of almond cream with salted almond pieces, it says. We'll just go over it again. Alpine milk chocolate with almond cream filling, 39%, and salted caramelised almond pieces, 5%. There we go. 3%. We'll just check that. Where's my trusty torch? Yeah, 5%. It's a bit hard to, you know, yeah. Yeah, 5%. Okay, right, so let's cut one half as well, just to see what it's like on the inside. So, yeah, so quite, yeah, quite full, I think you'd say. I think it looks quite nice. Can't see any almond pieces as such. They are there. It's a bit less distinct, a bit more similar to the colour of the almond cream, I think. Let's put it on the front. Well, on the front, they're not massively emphasised, are they? So I think you could probably accept that that's roughly not too glamorised a picture of the product. I think they probably would look awesome. So that's quite interesting. I quite like the way they've done that. They've not really glamorised it too much on the front. Kind of does. Melting away here. Okay, there you go. Right, well, I think we should give it a taste before it completely disintegrates because it's really melting on my fingers. So let's do it. Let's give it a taste. Okay, once again, give this almond crispy cream Milka a taste. So yeah, very exciting, very interesting this one. Yeah, it's a bit of controversy at the start where I thought maybe it wasn't quite as tall as the rest of the Milka range, but I'm not sure now. I think it probably is. I don't know how that happened really. I don't know whether it was a mistake on my part, or whether the bar fluctuates in size. It was kind of curving as well, I noticed when I opened it. So I don't know if there's something odd about that. So it might be actually not too different. So maybe a bit of yeah, something or nothing there. Not really anything to worry about. Okay, so got a big chunk here. It's quite soft. It's quite warm to in my house. Not too warm, but it's warm. And it's causing this to, yeah, it's quite soft chocolate anyway. Yeah, then yeah, it's kind of, well, that's why it's sort of bending really. It's just so soft and malleable, I guess. So let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Wow. Yeah, it is. It's very creamy in the middle. It is really like a Kinder Bueno type cream. It's very creamy. It's not like the cream you usually have for sort of, I don't know, sort of fruit flavours like raspberry or strawberry centres or whatever. Those kind of fluffy centres. It's a proper. It basically just goes to liquid when you have it in your mouth. Like a brown chunk there as well. I don't know what that is. Yeah, and there's a nice crunch to it as well. There's crispy bits in there as well. No, it's very nice actually. Very different as well. And those little crunches are very nice. They're not really nutty like. They're more. I don't know. They're very sort of. They are just very crunchy. It does give you a bit of a salty taste as well. It's very nice. This actually, it's really nice. It's very. I say, it just completely melts in your mouth, but in a nice way. It's just like a sort of river of sort of that kind of Kinder Bueno type filling, you know, that really soft, creamy, sort of slightly almondy taste. And those crunches really add something to it as well. A bit like on Bueno's, the way they've got that sort of I guess I don't know what it is really, like cocoa-y, chocolatey, biscuity bits on the outside of it to give a bit of texture. This has got crunchy bits in the middle, and it really works well. This is really nice. This, if you love Kinder Buenos, I think you might even prefer this. Wow. That's really nice. I mean, it's got crunchy bits in, but it doesn't really taste nutty. It just tastes very crunchy. They're very, very small. But as I say, they are salted as well. You can taste the salted. It's a bit subtle though. Well, I just had one specifically on my tongue there, and it's very salty. But usually it's pretty subtle. Wow, yeah. This is really nice. This is a really good bar. It's so easy to eat as well because it's so melty. It just melts away. And left with the chocolate then, so you get a bit of the experience of the chocolate as well. So it just really is well balanced. You know, those crunchy bits work really well. They're prominent in every square. As I say, and that centre really does just melt in your mouth. It's really nice actually. Not too sickly either, and as I say, you do get to experience the chocolate because all the centre just melts away, and you get the nice chocolate aftertaste. And it's works really well. It's brilliant actually. I'm very impressed with this. I really wasn't expecting anything of it at all. I really wasn't. But I think we've got one of the bars of the year. I think it was really nice. It's definitely a contender for one of the best bars. It's a lovely, lovely chocolate bar. No question, 5 out of 5. There's just no question. I mean, you probably already gathered that. It's really nice. It's, as I say, I wouldn't say Kinder Buenos are my favourite chocolate bars. I don't mind them. They are really nice, but they're not my favourite. I don't know why. They just, you know. But this one, it just has something extra to it. It doesn't have as much crunch as the Kinder Bueno. Kinder Bueno's got a lot of wafer in there, but this one does have crunch insofar as the sort of those little almond pieces. You can see one there in that section there. If it focuses, just that big piece there. Yeah, so it's very so they're very prominent and they're very big and very, as I say, salty. Not very nutty, as I say. They're more like I mean, I guess you have one on its own, just like I did. Then you perhaps think, oh yeah, it's slightly nutty. But when you have them in the chocolate, it just gives you a nice crunch. No, very nice. As I say, it does have that sort of almondy taste. So if you're not a fan of that, if you don't like Kinder Buenos because of the almond side of it, you are still getting that here. But to be honest with you, you know, that's to be expected. And I think if he didn't, it would be not good for him because of the base, what the bar's based on. But yeah, well, yeah, it's really nice. As I say, 5 out of 5. It's a great bar, and nice to have a new bar that's actually good. You get a lot of new bars these days that, you know, think, oh, well, they're not that great. But this one, I could happily eat this. All of it. I've almost eaten. I think I've eaten over half of it already. About half of it. Got 8 chunks left. I think it was a 16 bar. Yeah, 16 chunk bar, I think, wasn't it? I'm not sure. 5 by 3, 15. Yeah, I've almost eaten half of it. Really nice. Definitely recommend it. Yeah, so, as I say, Home Bargains is where you can get this one from. You probably find it in other places, of course. But that's where I got it from. So yeah, and it's well worth it. It's really, really, really nice. As I say, like Kinder Buenos, this may well be the bar to beat it. You know, if that's your favourite bar, you might even prefer this. I'll definitely seek this out and try it. It's really nice. Yeah, so let me know what you think. If you found this one, let me know if you liked it or not, and how it compares to Kinder Buenos in your opinion. Obviously, Kinder Bueno White's white chocolate, so you know, if you love white chocolate, you might still prefer that. But well, they might do a white chocolate version of this, who knows? But yeah, it's well, very impressed with it. Really like it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to my videos as well, things like this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon if you can, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.